Welcome back to Red Mix Facts. Our planet is shaped by immense, unpredictable forces, sometimes nurturing, sometimes deadly. Can the weather kill instantly? What was Earth's deadliest climate event? Today we seek answers at the very edge of meteorological possibility. We'll uncover the most extreme weather events ever documented, from scorching deserts to frozen polar caps, from relentless winds to catastrophic rain. These are not distant tales, they're real, powerful reminders of the raw forces that shape our world. Prepare to witness the awe-inspiring and terrifying power of Earth's weather. Our journey begins in Death Valley, California, a land where the air shimmers with heat. In July 1913, Furnace Creek hit 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius, the highest natural air temperature ever reliably recorded. Death Valley's unique geography, a deep basin below sea level surrounded by mountains, traps heat, creating a superheated oven. The dry air means sweat evaporates instantly, leading to rapid dehydration. Even the ground can burn through shoes. Yet, life persists. Tourists visit, and native plants and animals have evolved remarkable adaptations. The desert holly reflects sunlight with salt-coated leaves. The kangaroo rat survives without ever drinking water. But survival here is always precarious. A slight change can push life to the brink. The 1913 record is more than a number, it's a benchmark of our planet's thermal extremes. Death Valley commands respect, a place where the sun reigns supreme. From this furnace we'll travel to the opposite extreme, unimaginable cold. Now to Antarctica's Vostok Station, the coldest place on Earth. On July 21, 1983, temperatures plunged to minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 89.2 degrees Celsius. At this cold, carbon dioxide freezes into diamond dust, and boiling water thrown into the air explodes into ice crystals. Vostok sits near the pole of inaccessibility, atop a massive ice sheet at high elevation, far from any ocean. The sun disappears for months, and cold, dense air sinks, creating a persistent deep freeze. Life here is a test of survival. Scientists endure confinement and must wear astronaut-like gear to step outside. Their work, drilling deep ice cores, reveals Earth's ancient climate history. Vostok and Death Valley define the thermal boundaries of life on Earth. From this realm of absolute cold, we turn to another force, the wind. Next we visit Mount Washington, New Hampshire, home to the world's worst weather. On April 12, 1934, a wind gust of 231 miles per hour, 372 kilometers per h, was recorded, the fastest ever directly measured by humans. This wind could demolish buildings and hurl debris like missiles. Mount Washington's geography funnels storm systems, accelerating winds through a Venturi effect. Hurricane-force winds batter the summit over 100 days each year, often combined with brutal cold and snow. Scientists at the Mount Washington Observatory brave these conditions to study weather extremes. The 1934 record proves that topography can breed atmospheric violence. From wind, we now see what happens when it combines with water, creating the deadliest storms of all. In November 1970, the Bhola cyclone struck what is now Bangladesh, becoming the deadliest tropical cyclone ever. Winds reached 115 miles per hour, but the true killer was the storm surge, up to 33 feet high, sweeping across the low-lying delta. The densely populated Ganges-Brahmaputra delta offered nowhere to escape. Entire villages vanished overnight. An estimated 500,000 lives were lost. Warning systems failed, and few shelters existed. The aftermath was devastation, ruined crops, contaminated water, and overwhelmed relief efforts. The tragedy spurred political change, leading to Bangladesh's independence. Since then, thousands of cyclone shelters and an effective warning system have saved countless lives. Bhola remains a haunting lesson in the deadly potential of storm surges and the need for preparedness. Now, to Mawsynram, India, the wettest inhabited place on Earth. This village receives nearly 39 feet of rain each year, more than many cities get in a decade. During monsoon season, rain falls for days or weeks, a constant roar on rooftops. Warm, moist winds from the Bay of Bengal are funneled into the Khasi Hills, forced upward, and release torrents of rain. Life here is shaped by water. Homes are built to withstand endless downpours. Villagers wear full-body bamboo nups for protection. The Khasi people create living root bridges by guiding fig tree roots across river structures that grow stronger with time. The landscape is lush and green and carved by waterfalls, but also faces constant erosion. Farming is a challenge, and the sound of water is ever present. Mawsynram is not a place of sudden catastrophe, but of overwhelming perpetual saturation, a world built by rain. Now, the most violent weather phenomenon, the tornado. The tri-state tornado of March 18, 1925, remains unmatched in scale and destruction. It stayed on the ground for 3.5 hours, traveling 219 miles across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, the longest tornado track ever. With winds likely over 300 miles per hour, it obliterated entire towns, killing 695 people and injuring over 2,000. The tornado moved so fast, up to 70 miles per hour, that escape was nearly impossible. In 1925, warnings were minimal, and people had seconds to react. The aftermath was devastation. Schools, farms, and communities erased. The tri-state tornado is a benchmark for tornadic violence, a reminder of the focused fury our atmosphere can unleash. We've traveled from Death Valley's furnace to Vostok's icebox, from Mount Washington's winds to Mawsynram's rain, and into the heart of history's deadliest storms. Which is the ultimate extreme? It depends on how we measure. For loss of life, Bhola's cyclone stands alone, 500,000 lost to wind and water. For sheer intensity, Death Valley and Vostok set the boundaries of heat and cold. For speed and violence, nothing matches the tornado. Weather extremes rarely act alone. Catastrophe often comes when forces combine. These events are not curiosities, they are lessons in vulnerability, prediction, and preparation. They remind us that we live on a dynamic, powerful world, one that can nurture or destroy. Understanding and respecting these forces is essential for our survival. We've explored the planet's most unforgiving weather, reminders of nature's awesome power. These aren't just stories, they're vital lessons for our future. Weather shapes all our lives. Have you experienced extreme weather firsthand? Share your story in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe and hit the bell for more real-world science from Red Mix Facts. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and respect the power of our planet.